All right, thank you, Steve. Well, the latest numbers are in, and the legal troubles of top state leaders are creating a windfall for Big Apple law firms. The New York Board of Elections just releasing the newest campaign spending reports today, and the filing for Cuomo Hochul 2014 Inc. shows the governor and his lieutenant governor paid a Manhattan law firm six figures for services rendered last year. Cuomo has been under investigation by the U.S. Attorney's Office for his shuttering of the Moreland Commission, which he set up to investigate corruption in Albany. But the new numbers also show that that's just a drop in the campaign bucket, since the Cuomo Hochul fund still has more than $8.8 million. And friends of Speaker Sheldon Silver, who also finds himself in the middle of a federal investigation right now, paid out $30 grand to lawyers last year. And joining us now to talk more about all this money going out to the lawyers, our political analyst, New York Post political columnist, Fred Dicker. Fred, how about it?
Well, let me make something clear. This is not the Cuomo Hochul money being spent. This is Governor Cuomo himself directing where the money goes. It was paid out December 29, Liz, which is kind of interesting. The governor waited until after the election to make public the fact that this prominent Manhattan law firm is getting $100,000. We've known for a while the governor has been lawyered up, so to speak. It's very serious, although in the end I doubt that the governor will be charged. But this is pre-Pereira, the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, looking not only into the governor's folding of the Moreland Commission to investigate public integrity or scandals, but the fact that the governor and or his aides may have interfered with testimony before a grand jury to the U.S. Attorney's Office from people who knew about that folding. And in addition, the U.S. Attorney is also looking at Speaker Silver, and he also directs his own campaign, $30,000 to another prominent firm.
Fred, is there anything new on either front that you've heard?
No, the passage of time. I mean, we know in the last few weeks there have been some revelations involving Speaker Silver. The fact that he was being paid as an independently working lawyer, we didn't know that. He's never disclosed that before. And maybe more significantly, he was being paid by yet another law firm in New York City. We don't know how much, but he had never disclosed that money before. And legally, under state law, you're supposed to list where your money's coming from. So that could be a little dicey. But as far as the governor, he refuses to discuss it. We know that his secretary, Larry Schwartz, just left. He also is being looked at by the U.S. Attorney, and it may very well be that the focus is principally on Larry Schwartz, who is the guy who carried out a lot of the governor's orders.
The other thing I thought was interesting was that there was still almost $9 million in that campaign war chest. That sounds like a lot of money to me.
It's really unprecedented, Liz. Just to be clear, the governor ends his campaign sitting on $9 million. You can be sure that the Senate Democrats, who could have used some extra help to try to take back their majority, would have liked some of that money, as well as other candidates out there. Normally, candidates run down their accounts, end it. Maybe that is empty the war chest. To have $9 million serves the purpose, amongst other things, of scaring off potential challengers in 4 years should he decide to run again.
All right, we'll see where it all goes with all that money, and we appreciate your insight today. And if you hear anything on either of those investigations, I know you'll share it with us. Thank you. And a reminder, too, that Fred's on the radio as well, live from the state capitol, weekday mornings, 10 to 11 on Talk 1300 AM.